goody. I'm live. Oh, goody. I just noticed. Well, I didn't notice. I did notice. That's weird. There's a weird texture on my tongue. I bit my tongue like a week ago, and oh my god, it's still kind of sort of numb in that area. Like I really, really bit it. Like there was blood. It was nasty. But ever since then, it's been kind of numb in that area, and my tongue just looks weird. I mean, sorry for anybody who finds this gross. I have got somebody who said that I don't like watching your live streams. You show your tongue. I know a couple of people who really like my tongue. So yeah, but yeah. Weird. I don't know what's with my tongue, but it's messed up. Anyway. Right. Banner sorted. I've just got to inform Discord that I'm here. My dues. Every time I go to the share button. Well, every single time I always hit the save button instead, because I is a dingus. We've talked about this. I'm a dingus. Right, here we go. Boop. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I noticed when I first came onto the live stream, not only the tongue thing, but my bladder would just like, the second I hit go live, my bladder was like ding. So yeah, that's fun. That's always fun. Okay, Discord is informed. I'm here. Everything's good. Right. Okay. It does make it look like I've got like a turtleneck, but it's not. It's just a regular shirt. It just tries to choke me. Right. Update for today, I guess. Everything's fine. Nothing to really report. I did have a weirdly long nap in the middle of the day, which might screw over my plans and feelings for later. Yeah, I'm kind of screwed on that front. Whatever's. Just gotta get on with it. I then had something big to eat, and then I basically have just been playing my computer. Yeah. Not been very productive again today, but I'm kind of like not really bummed out about it so much. I normally hate being not being productive, but I'm not bummed out about it today because it's like I got a bit of a excuse. I kind of just keep saying to myself, well, I'm kind of getting over the flu, cold, whatever thing that I have. And I've had. I'm basically better, but I want to make sure that I'm completely rested, completely fine, totally okay for this weekend, because this weekend, of course, I don't get any rest. I have got a thing to go to, and it's a Halloween party, and it's in Southampton. So yeah. So I want to be okay. I want to be at least a little bit better. Late stream. No, I usually stream around about this time, especially if my sleep cycle's screwed up. Anyway, yeah, I want to be at least a little bit better for that. That tongue thing is really distracting. Hmm. Um. Yeah, so I'm still trying to get over the tongue distracting bullshit. Right. Okay. Yeah. Yesterday I did a live stream. I told you all about my holiday, my vacay live stream, back from vacay live stream. And yeah, I missed out a couple of things, just a couple. I'm just trying to just cover those, and then we're going to get into the brainstorm. And it is basically for ideas for. Well, you have to read the ticker. It's going by down there. Just need ideas for those specifically those weeks. And yeah, we are good. I will start filming something because I've got a couple of videos that I can edit, but nothing that is relevant to any of these topics. So essentially, these are just going to be random videos that I'm going to just upload to the Patreon stuff. So that's fine. So yeah. So I completely missed out a couple of things, and I had them in my brain, ready to go, and now they're gone. Fuck. One thing was the wildlife. While I was sick and while everybody was asleep, I was of course awake, like usual, and I got to witness a bunch of wildlife. Although in the day there was a ton of wildlife anyway, I got to see so many bunnies. There were so many rabbits around the holiday park that I stayed in, around the caravan park. Oh my god, they're so cute, and there's so many. There's so many bunnies. So many bunnies. Like it is ridiculous at night when nobody's around, or just whenever there's peace anywhere in the park, because I could see it from I climbed to the top of the tallest hill, the tallest um, sand dune at this park, and you can see like all of the park almost, and yeah, there are bunnies everywhere where there aren't people. Like you think that, oh well, when you look out the window and you see a bunny, it's a rare thing. That just means that there's nobody around and hasn't been around for like fucking hours or something. But no, they literally just kind of like they kind of have like this weird perimeter that they won't go around people. Like when the people move, the perimeter moves, so the bunnies all move out of the way. You know, it's kind of a weird thing that they like disappear from line of sight of any people, and it's so funny. It's just so funny to see. Um, I was hidden. I was on top of a hill, so I could see all of this happening. And they obviously couldn't see me from that far away, but it was just so funny. But yeah, of course, when you're inside and you've been quiet for a while, you see the bunnies walking outside of the window. So many rabbits. Oh my god, shut up. You've had sleep. I do not need sleep. I'm not even tired. It's just yawning and talking. Ugh. So yeah, wildlife. I saw some badgers. I saw some badgers. I think it might have been just the same badger, but I'm not entirely sure. I didn't tag it or anything. But yeah, I saw some badgers. And yeah, they get right close to you. They do not give a shit. And the thing about badgers is that they are quite big and they are quite dangerous. Like most animals have the run away from people response. Even larger animals, like foxes and stuff, will fuck off if they see a human. But badgers aren't like that. They kind of don't really get a sense of size for things. So, oh my god, I explained this so easy. I was talking to my mother-in-law about this. Oh, the fight or flight response. Most animals, when it comes to humans, will have the runaway response straight away. They don't have the fight or flight. But badgers, they kind of do have the fight or flight. It's like the 50-50 response that humans have. And yeah, they can do some damage because they've got sharp teeth. They can also they've got sharp claws because they're burrowers. So yeah. So it's not really I was scared moment, but I did have an oh fuck moment. It's kind of like a spider, you know. You're not really scared, or at least I'm not really scared of spiders. But if I see one just appear out of nowhere for no reason, just suddenly appear, even sometimes the very tiny ones, I'm always like, oh fuck, oh okay. It's more of a surprise reaction, and yeah, that's kind of what happened to me. I basically looked down, and I, I sat outside. I was sat outside one time, in the middle of the night, nobody around. It was like 2 in the morning or something. And I can hear kind of like scrabbling, scrunching noises. I didn't know what the fuck it was. I couldn't pinpoint where it was. And there's like a, there's like a balcony, but not really a balcony because it's on the ground level, So there's nothing, there's no guardrail or anything, and there's like an inlet, and then an indentation in the chalet, and then there's the door, and then there's a sliding glass door, and I'm sat in like up against the wall, looking out at the beauty of the sun of the waiting for the sunrise, basically, just outside. And I can hear scrunching and looking at the bunnies and stuff because they don't care at night. They don't care about people. In the day, they cared about people, but at night, they didn't give a shit. They came right up to me as well. But yeah, and then all of a sudden, I kind of was like, it was getting louder. I kind of look outside of the alcove, and it's right there. It's right there. Because I turned to look that way, out of the alcove, like that. And then I immediately was like, oh. And it was badger. It was badger about this big. About this big. It's probably longer if it stretched out itself, but yeah. And it kind of did the sniffing thing up at me, kind of thing. But I kind of just made like a defensive kind of like on my chair, and it just went, sniffed into the alcove a little bit, and then kind of just went on away, slightly faster than normally, than it was moving before, I'm guessing. And it was like, hi. Random furry encounter. But yeah, after that night, it basically was just around. It was around. I saw it. It didn't come any closer. But yeah, it was just looking for snails. They can also what? Riley, you're asking questions when I'm basically already explaining. I'm already answering your question. I hate that so much. Did you see anything interesting on your vacay? Check the last stream, and also, like, I'm explaining the bits that I forgot to mention in my last stream. I don't actually have it on me, but I also got some jewelry. They can also release toxic gas that scares predators. I don't believe that's true. I don't think badgers do that. That's a skunk. And it's not really a gas, it's more like a spray. I got a really nice bracelet from Damon, which is really cool because it's I should really draw these wolves. They are kind of like meant for a furry kind of like adventure. but it's got two Norse wolf heads on it, and then a bunch of Celtic knots, Saxon Celtic knots around it, and it's a really nice bracelet, and it's really cool because Damon wants to get me something, you know, because we've been together for so long, we're kind of common law married, you know. So he wanted to get me something just to show me that he loves me and stuff, and I keep telling him that you don't have to do that, you know. It's enough that you basically pay for the house and the electric and, you know, my bed and board. He basically pays for all that stuff. I mean, we have turns paying the bills and stuff, but it's, you know, if I'm honest, it is mostly him, and it's and it's not because I'm a freeloader or anything. I do want to explain this better. It's not because I'm a freeloader or anything. It's mainly because he earns the most money, and all of his stuff. I basically, if I want to pay for any of the bills, when I do want to pay for the bills, I have to go to him and tell him, because it's all done through his bank account instead of our joint bank account. It's already done through his stuff. So, you know. Anyway, he wanted to get me something nice because he's gotten his boyfriend and his pup something nice before, you know, basically some nice jewelry to basically signify his love or whatever. But the thing is that I don't really wear any jewelry besides the pendants and stuff, besides my medallions and everything. And I don't have one on because, to be honest, I didn't know if I would stream tonight, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, he got me this thing. He got me this bracelet because I pointed out that I kind of like that you know, that bracelet. It's kind of cool. It's kind of awesome. It's metal. And of course, it's a Norse bracelet. Of course, it's a Norse piece of jewelry. I mean, yeah. But I mean, it's really nice, and he got it for me, and yeah, that was really cool. And I wish that I was wearing it now, so I could show you guys. But you'll see it. I'm not taking it off when I basically am going out. When I'm not in my bathrobe, basically, I will wear it. So yeah, it's really cool. Whenever you see something on like on a Norse jewelry, a Norse piece of jewelry, whenever you see one wolf, it's usually one of the legendary wolves. You know, one of the either the one that eats the sun, or Loki's creation, because Loki made a wolf at some stage. I think that one's Fenrir. Fenrir. Well, whatever. Yeah, I don't remember names, but yeah, they're either one of those. But if you have two wolves on a piece of jewelry together, then they are Odin's. They're Odin's wolves. Just a random history lesson for you guys. Random mythological lesson. Norse mythology. It's so funny. But yeah, and these wolves, their backstory does kind of sound like they live in a furry sitcom, you know. And I'm gonna get to why I am, but basically, Odin has two wolves. He has two dogs, wolves, but they're kind of the same thing. In Norse mythology, wolves and dogs are kind of the same thing. So yeah. Anyway, one of them is his attack dog. It's basically big and strong, and its name even means spear, I think. And it's big, strong, and fast. It's his attack dog, and basically it's the one that he would use when he's going off hunting to basically go and kill animals or retrieve animals or something. The other dog is basically, I think it's the Norse word for greedy. It's like a Scandinavian word for that means greedy. It's really funny, and it's a slightly chunky dog. It's basically a fat puppy. That is basically his lap dog, but it's incredibly loyal and it's his bodyguard. And it's like, oh, I love that one so much. But yeah, it kind of feels like in the modern times that these guys would be in like a, the anthropomorphized versions of these two wolves are in a sitcom. You got one that's kind of like almost like a muscly gym rat kind of dog, and then the other one that's just the fat dog, And yeah, it's just so funny. I don't know why. But yeah, they are on my wrists, not right now, but they're on my wrists usually, and they're really cool. So yeah, I think there's a couple of other wolves in Norse mythology, but when you see them depicted in jewelry, then you can tell which ones are which. If you see one that has like a curvy Celtic knot design around it anywhere, then it's usually the one that eats the sun. If you see it with a more angular knot, like an Irish knot, that's the triangular knots, or like or without a knot in it at all, but has not a Celtic knot motif around it, whatever, then that one is usually Fenrir. Fenrir? I don't know. So yeah. It doesn't really matter, but it was just interesting to me, and I got a cool bracelet. I'm happy with that. Oh, what else happened this weekend? I mean, what happened last week? I don't think anything really happened super interesting last week on vacation. Oh, the sea tried to eat me. The sea tried to lure me. It tried to lure me in to the ocean. That was kind of creepy. At least, like, it's the only explanation I had, because I couldn't find this guy afterwards. But right, you know about sirens and mermaids and all that stuff. And it's basically like in a lot of myths, there's like tales of some kind of sea creature trying to trick people into basically walking into the ocean to drown to death. That's essentially what a lot of these myths are about. There's a lot of them, and it's because there's a weird psychological thing in humans. It's kind of like the leap. It's kind of like the leaping thing, where some people have the urge, or at least the voice in their head that tells them to jump when they're on a very high object. It's not cool because it's suicide, but it might not be. That's the thing. That is the weird thing. It's kind of just a weird psychological thing that's built into us that, just jump from that. It'll be fine. It'll probably be fine. So yeah, there's this thing that has, like, if you're on a precipice, I cannot talk. My tongue is really fucked up. If you're on a if you're on a cliff, if you're on a cliff, or if you're on like a very tall structure or something, and there's like water or something, basically something that could break your fall, then you get this weird kind of jumping. You're like, oh, I could jump. I want to jump. I want to see what happens. How does that feel like? You get this weird kind of human curiosity. Well, some people get that curiosity even when there's nothing there that can break their fall, even when they will definitely die if they jump off of this thing. I think PewDiePie has actually talked about this at least once in one of his live streams, one of his videos. I remember him talking about this, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's messed up." I already knew about it, but it's like it's messed up that he gets this, you know. Well, also in the same kind of area of the human brain, there is this weird thing, and it's the cooling of the ocean, and basically, it's because some people get the urge to just kind of walk into the ocean. They don't know if they can swim, if they can survive, basically swimming back to shore, or whatever. But it's the weird cooling of the ocean that basically is just a thing. And I used to like I've talked about this before. I've experienced this, and it is cool. Usually, you know, you know, my preteen days and my teenage years, I experienced this effect a lot, and I went with it. And I used to just, I used to go into the ocean. I never liked the beach. I don't like the sea. I don't really like that. I much prefer to go into a pool. But whenever I go, whenever I go to the beach with friends or whatever, I inevitably end up in the water. Even if I'm just paddling, fully clothed, just paddling, I will get into the water. And it used to be almost a problem, because I would basically end up with wet underwear or something, because I just wanted to go into the ocean because I got this weird cooling thing. Up until that point, where of course I did the thing where I was on leave from maneuvers on a teeny naval vessel in the middle of the. Oh my God, was it the Mediterranean? I don't think it was the Mediterranean. I don't think it was now. I think it was the North Sea. Yeah. And I got that whole thing where basically, like, I swam down a little bit just so I could float for a little bit. And I did the whole looking up at the, at the beauty of the water from a distance thing. And it looks amazing. It's magical. It's kind of pure bliss almost. And then I flipped over and I saw the complete abyss and the get out of the water now, get out of the water now moment. And then ever since then, I've never had the call to the ocean thing. But yeah, a lot of people apparently experience this, and throughout time, people have experienced this. And to explain the whole call to the ocean thing, a lot of people have basically came up with like myths and legends about how, like, there's like sea kelpies, and I can't remember what the Chinese one is, but there's even a Chinese legend of just sea people who just take people into the ocean. But it's usually a good thing. It just kind of like it steals people from the land, takes them to the ocean, and then once they're in the ocean, they can never leave, so they can never see their family again. But they live forever, or something. So it's like weird. The Chinese one is weird. But yeah, there's like all these different legends, including mermaids and stuff, that basically, like siren calls, all of that stuff, basically try to explain this weird psychological effect of the call of the ocean. And yeah, it tried to get me. It did a really good job. I was very close to walking into the ocean. It tried to get me. So they walk in the water. I thought made them wreck ships. I think that's like, depending on where you are in the world, the mermaid myth is a thing that, yeah. Basically, you can sum up all mermaids as just being arseholes in general, because yeah, they will lure people off of their ships so that they can mate with them and kill them, mate with them or kill them, and or kill them. It's the thing, mate with them / kill them. And then there's also the other thing of like, you know, they would lure ships onto rocks and stuff so they could eat the people that fell into the ocean or something. And then there's the ones of them just kind of like, it's mermaids or sirens. Is it mermaids or sirens? They can both be the same. It's again, it's depending where you are. You've tricked my brain into playing the Island of Sirens song from The Simpsons. You're a dick. You're mean. Yeah. It can be both. You know, the Island of Sirens. I hate you. I hate you so much. I'm trying to think of a way to get rid of that song in my head. Oh, we both knew that. We both knew what. What do we both know? Yeah. But yeah, mermaids are dicks. Mermaids were in mythology are assholes. You know. And the Little Mermaid, they're okay, kind of. Yeah, but at least you're a lovable asshole, so that's something. You could be a lovable asshole. It seems to be what I'm attracted to. Except for Damon. Damon's just annoying. He's just generally annoying. He just generally likes to annoy me. Like, I'm not kidding. He actually does like to annoy me. And it's just, I think it's because he knows that he can get away with it. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah. Fuck, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah. So the story, I'll tell you the story of how I was nearly eaten by the sea. Because it is the sea, it's not an ocean. Where, you know, Perranporth Beach, it's on the Irish Sea, I think. Yeah. You can't actually get to an ocean. Isn't this weird? In the UK, depending on where you think lines are drawn, depending on the map that you're looking at, most maps will show that the that England itself, the mainland England, has no real connection. You know, its beaches are on no ocean. I completely keep forgetting this. It's really annoying me. Like Scotland and stuff, it basically has the North Sea and I think a little part of the Atlantic Ocean. You know? I think. We're gonna have to look at a map again. Jesus. I think it's all North Sea. Anyway, but yeah, the English Channel. If you go to Cornwall, on the bottom, if you go to Cornwall, then basically you have the south coast is the English Channel, and the northern bits of Cornwall are all the Irish Sea, or the what do the English call it? It's called the Irish Sea, to me, only because I'm biased. Oh my god. Nope. Don't know what it is. Oh, fuck it. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, there's no real, there's no real connection to the immediate ocean from England, which is weird, considering that for a long time England had like the most powerful navy on the planet, with a giant empire that was around the world, kind of thing. It's just very strange that they never had an actual connection to the actual ocean. They just had seas. Anyway, the ocean tried to eat me. Jesus, I'm going to get to the fucking story. This is going to be one of those brainstorming sessions where we don't actually do any brainstorming. I bet that's not going to happen. I'm going to make it happen now because I bet on it. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, the sea tried to eat me. So I was recording part of a foot video for, Bare Feet Tubs, that channel, and I basically walked up all the way to the ocean, and well, by the way, it's really far. Perranporth Beach is fucking a mile out to sea before you can actually get to the sea. It's basically a mile of sand from the cliff all the way to the actual ocean. You're basically walking a mile to get there if you basically base camp at the cliff. It's like, what the fuck? Anyway, after doing that walking all the way there, large beach, nobody for fucking miles, and all of a sudden, like, he almost appeared. Like, I thought I saw him walking, like, up the beach, but there was a very, very round Santa, like, wearing trousers that were pulled up, almost like a long way up to his knees almost. Big, thick, chunky legs. Very, like I said, very round. Wearing a sweater vest, sleeves rolled up on his long sleeve shirt. Really big, bushy beard. It was kind of a flowing beard more than a bushy beard. In a flat cap, with rounded glasses, was just there, paddling in the water. Well, like, I'm holding my camera, and I've actually got tissue this time. I was holding the camera, and I was like, I couldn't get to a point where I wouldn't be the weird, creepy guy taking a picture on the beach. So I couldn't get a picture of him, which was really annoying because, nice Santa. I was like, Dad? Yeah, he was there, and I made a mental note that he was there, and I tried to put my phone back in my pocket to kind of just so that I could try to be not very conspicuous, just kind of like walking in front of him almost, trying to look back at him every now and again, walking along the beach, because I was just in swim shorts and a shirt, and it was like, look back at him every now and again, and then he was gone. Then he vanished, and I swear I heard like, I swear that I mean, I don't know for sure because I would have jumped into the ocean, but I thought for a second that there was just lots of turbulence around this one part of the water. Like it was very, very wavy. The waves are crashing in around, like just very, very even waves going in and out, obviously. But there was this one swirly bit that was kind of like there was more activity at, where the waves kind of parted slightly a little bit. So I was like, did he jump in the water? Did he is he okay? I should go in after him. I should rescue him. Like, you know, my lifeguard instincts kicked in. I was like, really, really looking for any signs that there might be somebody in the water. And it didn't help that quite a distance away, I could kind of see a guy that looked sort of like him. But I don't know how he would have gone that far away, especially since I was paying so much attention to him. So, yeah, it was kind of one of those things of like, I hope I didn't witness somebody just die. I'm really, really, really hoping that didn't happen. So yeah, I chalked it up to the ocean tried to eat me. It tried to get me to jump in after him and then drown and die, or get sucked into the ocean or whatever. It took the form of something that I would want the most, and basically, you know, my dad, and then basically, yeah, the ocean tried to get me. That disturbed me for the rest of the day. I just want to point that out. For the rest of the day, that never left me alone. Just the thoughts. Just yeah. Don has left. And you know, I have to acknowledge this. I don't always acknowledge this when if people just say you know, goodbye or night or whatever, and stuff. Really crazy it did that. It was basically fucking Santa. It was Santa. Santa was on the beach. It was definitely my dad on the beach. I was kind of like walking, and I was trying not to get too far away from the base camp. You know, the level that you have when you set up a base camp at the beach and you walk up and down the beach a little bit. This thing is miles and miles long, so it was like I didn't want to get too far away to where I can't see the base camp anymore. So yeah, I was making sure that was happening, and I was trying to gear up the confidence to basically talk to him. So yeah, that was more of your lust than the ocean. Lust. I'd say genuine love. I have a genuine love for Santa. It's not just that he's hot, you know. Anyway, my feelings for Father Christmas aside, yeah, the ocean tried to eat me. I really do hope he's okay. But yeah, I told Damon about it right away, and it was just like when I got back, and yeah. Ugh. That was Krampus in disguise. Does he actually hate Santa? I thought that they kind of had a thing where they're not enemies. They're kind of just they're sort of frenemies, I guess. I didn't think that, because Santa can't really hate anybody. But yeah, if Krampus did hate Santa, I guess there's the whole thing of like, I mean, that would be one of the ways to do it, trying to kill his son, I guess. I don't know. I did say it's either. I did say to Damon it was either genuinely Santa, and he's got this mental telepathy that basically enables him to know if anybody around him has figured out his secret that isn't a child. And if he knows, then basically he will teleport himself away just real quick or something. Or it was Poseidon. It was just Poseidon, just chunky Poseidon. But yeah, it was anyway. Yes, I was talking about how like somebody had left. Yeah, somebody got uppity about me like a few years ago. This was, but somebody got uppity at me because basically I didn't acknowledge that they had left. I didn't say goodbye to them. I didn't give them a proper goodbye, according to them, and stuff because they had left while I was in the middle of talking about something, or while I was in a video call with somebody, or something, and yeah. If you don't contribute to the conversation, if you don't contribute to the chat or the conversation, I'm not going to acknowledge you. If you just basically come on and say hi, and then later you say goodbye, I'm not going to acknowledge you. Unless you're, Dean or somebody, I'm not being mean or anything. It's just that you haven't really contributed anything for me to reference or anything. I don't really know what you expect. Anyway, you had to get rid of the evidence of those over 18. I'm really confused now. I don't know what's going on. So Krampus kills adults? I thought he just killed children, or he trapped children. To be honest, I haven't looked into Krampus that much. I know the basics, but yeah, I thought it was just like basic, basic. He just. Ugh. He's for the naughty kids, or something. I think I need a haircut because I keep having to do this because the hat is not fitting properly. Yeah. Okay. What else? Yeah. While I was on holiday, I did I did have a the second I got away from my computer, where I can actually do this, I had the idea of setting up a Discord server, or like a sort of version, like just a social place for people to go and view. I was going to say fat furry art, but it's not furry. Like human expansion art and stuff. Because there's all these specialty groups online, and they kind of do get flooded by certain kinds of art and stuff. So you basically have like there's a couple of of like Blueberry pages and stuff, but they're sort of dominated by female Blueberry stuff, and you get like a couple of channels, or like even just one channel of just like male Blueberry art or whatever. You get like furry art that is basically like, it's a general furry server, but again, that's dominated by a bunch of cat girls, or feet people. Lots of paws stuff appears on there. Even yeah, I mean, there's all these other things, and it basically, male human expansion art. It's just left out there. It's always left to the wayside of all these places usually, and it's kind of it kind of bugs me a little bit, especially if I'm looking for something specific or looking for something, some kind of reference for something, or just want to talk about something. It just isn't there. There isn't a place for that. So I was like, I could just make one, and then I thought, well, actually, I could just make one. This is a niche enough subject, but an interesting one for a server to maybe work. So yeah, I wanted to make at first I wanted to make a Facebook page and a Discord server, but I did look. A Facebook page is going to be pain in the butt. A Facebook group is going to be a pain in the butt to moderate, and also to basically, it's going to be a lot more disappointing if the Facebook group fails. Whereas if the Discord server fails, I've already done a couple of Discord servers that have failed in the past. I'm not going to be that bummed out about it if another one goes down. But yeah, and I got a couple of like really positive reactions when I floated the idea, especially since I had like a week to plan it out, sort of. And when I got back, I did it. So now there is a Discord server, and I can put the link in here. Where's the... Now, I will say that there's something that is bugging me about this. Let me just get rid of the time limit. And that is that people don't read. I'll put it in the chat. There you go. So yeah, I thought of an idea for this server, and it's basically just it's male human expansion art. So that means that you got your inflation, you got your fat art. I don't know. You've got your vor, you've got your muscle art, you've got your micro macro stuff. They all have their own channels, and they all have their own channels. Yeah, it's channels on Discord. Yeah, it's pages, whatever. But I think they are called channels on Discord. Yeah, they are. It's right here. Duh. But they all have their own channels, and they all have like it's going to be expanding as well. Like I'm going to create more channels in the future. There's also going to be extra things for artists as well that aren't available to just the visitors. There's already a general artist chat room and voice channel and everything already set up if you do pick the artist role. But yeah, there's something that's bugging me already about the server, and that is that people aren't reading the channel description. There's only one that's got a majorly big description. All the other channels don't really have a description. they're basically common sense, you know. But the welcome channel has a description, and it basically says that, you know, what the server's for. It's for non-furry expansion art. It's an art server for, yeah. It also gives you the choice of having like a visitor role or an artist role, and all you got to do is basically say your role in the welcome section, and there you go. Right? Simple. It's in there. It's in the server description. You do it, no problem. Nobody's reading that shit. I even made a little post, and I put it in the pinned post section, and no one's reading it. Oh, it's aggravating. It's so annoying. It's actually hurting my brain a little bit, because I don't want to create an entire channel just for the sake of just having this message and then having nobody be able to talk in this channel. You know, I don't want to create a whole channel just for that. I feel like that's kind of like going to be irritating to do, and I don't want to block off the entire server for people who don't pick roles, because then if they come into the server, you know, I've been in servers where I just want to have a look around before I decide to commit to join, and I can't do that because I need to pick a role first. I have to fill out a welcome form basically before I can do that, and yeah. I hate that. I hate that so much because I like people to look around at least. But yeah, it's a way to make it to where they can't enter until they follow the rule. The problem is, like I said, there is no way to actually make people follow the rules. I just want people to read the rules. I don't even care if they follow them. I just want people to read them. I got a feeling that most of the people in there aren't saying their roles purely for the fact that they don't even know these roles exist, because they haven't bothered to read channel descriptions. I mean, I did toy with the idea that basically you can't do anything but look at everything. You can't do anything, you can't write anything, you can't attach pictures, you can't embed links, any of that shit until you pick a role. I tried to, I thought of this idea, and then I was like, oh shit, no, what? Then I was like, people might get frustrated about this. They might get frustrated and might not know why this is happening, and they might think that the server's just busted, or that they're not wanted, or something. So I don't want to do that. So now there is absolutely no way, unless I basically post it every single time. I could get a bot to just post every single time somebody enters to repeat the message, but I don't know how to program bots. I don't know how any of that shit works, and I don't want to spend a lot of time on this, figuring out how bot works. It just is very complicated, and it's just I don't think it's worth learning this bit of information. I'm sorry, but yeah, I do need moderators. I do need more moderators, because I'm the only one that has like any moderation function on there at the moment. But yeah, I mean, I might, I might actually learn how to do the bot thing, because it is literally this. All I need it to do is basically post a message every time somebody enters the room. Every time somebody enters the server, it just has to post a message. Just post the message. And then I can manually assign, or one of the moderators can manually assign a role, you know. We can do that. That's because that's, you know, that might be a bit tedious, but it's not as tedious as trying to program a bot to do all of that shit. Unless somebody already has one that does that. Oh, stop it. I gotta be better for this weekend. Oh. So yeah, I might learn to do that. I think there's like a real quick course on how to do that. Like there's definitely a YouTube video somewhere that explains how to do that. Ugh. But yeah, so far it's going slowly. It's growing slowly. Yeah. I don't know how to explain to people that you can post. Oh my god. Ow. Yeah, I'm just gonna mute you for a sec. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Yeah, my nose decided to leak into the back of my throat again. I knew it was doing something. It was leaking at both sides. So yeah, that's always a bad sign. Yeah. Panafox, I'm basically better. It's just that my nose hasn't caught the memo yet. It's still producing too much stuff because, like, you know, there's no more wheezing anymore. There's no more gross shit coming from my actual lungs. It's all coming from my nose. And I don't feel shit besides the random giant nap I had in the middle of the day. I don't feel cold or fluey. It's literally that one thing that's bugging me. Nothing. Just every now and again. Super fun times. I forgot what we were talking about. Oh yeah, the server. So yeah, this new server. I don't think people understand yet, and I don't know how to go on about it. I don't really know how to advertise it. That's the thing. I posted the links on Twitter, Facebook, on the Facebook groups, and on Grommer, and yeah, we got a fair few people in. Let me have a quick look. Bloop. There are 35 members, according to the thingy. So yeah. And yeah, the first couple of members did do the role thing, but then again, they could see the post, I guess. So yeah. But yeah, I don't know how to advertise and describe in great detail exactly what the server's about, because I kind of want people to understand that you can post your kind of historical stuff, you know, like classic cartoons, like from TV. You can post GIFs. You can post like little clips YouTube clips, even links to writing and stories. You can post all this stuff on there, and yeah, it's just that there's not really a way to get all that information out besides having to write full-on paragraphs in each of the gallery's information sections, you know, the in the descriptions and stuff. And it's like, oh, it's just, you know, even visitors you don't have to be an artist to post something. Just you have to, if it's not your work, you just have to tag people, you know, just tell us who the artist is or where to find it and stuff. So yeah, I've been posting every now and again on there, just going through the list and stuff, and there are a couple of posts. There's like 2 or 3 posts so far. So, but it's just slow going. It's slowly growing, but it's, yeah. I keep thinking of categories to add, but then they kind of fit into the individual like shot slots anyway. For example, the whole like I said, the blueberry thing, or like whatever is kind of like that could be its own page, its own channel, but that would be annoying because it's part of inflation technically. So yeah. And until inflation gets a bunch of different things happening in that channel, it's only got like 2 things in it at the moment, then I'm a bit reticent to actually make an entire new channel for something else. So yeah, I'll wait until somebody basically suggests it, I guess. But yeah, it's there. It's the human non-furry kind of expansion thing. Super simple. For dudes. That's also another thing. Yeah. This didn't come out of the blue, by the way. I've been thinking about doing something similar to this for a long time. It's just I just haven't really kind of had the random mental push. Why is my good eye doing weird shit? You're supposed to not do this random weird shit. Okay, so yeah. We've gone way over the time. 15 minutes almost. So I've been needing to pee for like an hour. I'm going to go do that. But yeah, I'm just trying to think of anything else that I need to say. What I'm sure I've missed a couple of things, but I'll talk about them next time, I guess. It's right there. I just made myself feel sad. Because remember the guy? Is it BPT? BPS? The guy used to actually know what ships are in the LCAS displays on the for my icons and stuff. Used to know that. Yeah, I kind of miss him. I'm just waiting for him to grow up. It's a shame. Anyway, the link's there if anybody wants to join it, and Yeah. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to look up a song and also get the Island of Sirens out of my head. I've got Tom Welling on my phone now because it's in the search engine. So if I look up a song, problem is I don't know. I don't actually know what it's called. So I'm just trying to think of the lyrics. He will grow up one day. Yeah. Probably going to be too late though. Just feel sad. Anyway, come on, where are you? It's playing in my head right now. Riveting stuff, this. I need another tissue. Fuck you. Oh, this is good. Oh, come on. I need to find the song. That hurt. That's not it. You guys can go if you want. I'm just I'm gonna hit the goodbye button once I find it. But I will find it. It will be found. Time and space is a lonely place. I know the lyrics to it. I just don't know the name of the fucking song. Time and space is a lonely place. There is no sound but a heart that pounds. So I'm just typing in the lyrics into YouTube and trying to find a song that will match these. Problem is that a bunch of other random shit is coming up instead. Like Time After Time. I hate songs that basically have that annoying thing where the lyrics have nothing to do with the title of the song. Sounds like a poem. I'm going to remove part of this and hopefully that will do it. The Verve, that advert first. Shit. No. No. Simply Red. What you think? Oh my god, I hate this so much. I remember having to look this up a while ago when I first found it. Space Song? Adverts. What's the lyrics again? Time and space is a lonely place. There is no sound but a heart that pounds. And then I kind of can't remember what the rest of the lyrics are leading up to certain parts of it. Lonely Island, Jizz in My Pants. Where's that? Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, okay. I feel like I'm really close. Nope. It can't be what you feel. It cannot be what you feel. That's what they repeat, what you feel, in the middle of the song. Oh, fuck you, it is. So this song's been stuck in my head. What you feel. Space is a lonely place. There's no sound, just a heart that pounds. Life's unknown. Where's the way back home? In my mind, Chris Levy. Is a silent cry. What you feel, what you know, you're not in control. If you just let it go, there's a peace you know. To be something bigger than you. Anyway, that's the song that's been stuck in my head before the Island of Sirens song. So yeah, and I found it finally. The thing is that I basically remember looking this up like years and years ago. Anyway, It's nice, but it gets in your head and it won't go away. And eventually I'm going to be annoyed with it and try to think of something else. But yeah, I've stopped watching Smallville. That's the thing. That's the other thing I was going to say to you guys. Okay, good, because I got sent to Earthbound music. Yeah, I know, right? I know. It won't come up when I put the beginning lyrics in. It won't come up. It's just that it's in the chorus that he basically says it's what you feel, and it's like that's the name of the song. Fuck you. But it wouldn't come up when I put the beginning lyrics in. Really, YouTube, you suck so much. Anyway, yeah, like I said, Smallville had some really, really good music in it. It had some really good music. When the score wasn't continuously playing over everything, always, forever. Fucking hate that guy. Whoever was in charge of the background, just score music that wasn't just tracks of music. Oh, I hate that guy so much. Anyway, so much good music in Smallville. I don't know why. It just real good nostalgic crap just in Smallville. They use it really nicely as well. But yeah, Smallville's over. It's really annoying. I really do wish that Smallville continued. It's so annoying. But yeah. And then I've just been watching, catching up on She-Hulk and Lower Decks. I really wanted to go on to watch like something like House or something, but then I was like, no, I've got to catch up on like on my UBTube and other channels that I've been neglecting since I've been watching Smallville. And yeah, it's annoying. I kind of miss it. I miss something else that I want to watch, like I want to watch like in the background. But yeah, so yeah, I've saved all my favorite music from Smallville again back into the music playlist because it's already been done, but it's because it's on YouTube. Those videos eventually get taken down, or they get copyright claimed or something. So I have to re-upload the videos into YouTube, into my playlist every now and again, so that it doesn't do that, because that is just so annoying. But now it's there and I can see it again, so that's good. What am I gonna eat? I don't think we have anything like much in the house. We were supposed to go to the store today, but we didn't. Ugh. I'm gonna have another nose blow. I got new tissue in my office. Woo! I know that doesn't sound that exciting, but when you don't have new tissue in your office, you don't have any tissue in your office, it's annoying. Ah! Oh god, I needed that. It was about to attack me again. It was so about to go in my nose and the back of my throat again. I could feel it happening. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, I'll try this again tomorrow. But I most likely will not be here for the weekend. I might be on Growler. I might be on Growler live. If I can't sleep at night in my hotel room. So yeah, that'll be fun. But yeah, I'll try again tomorrow night, and if not, then I'll think of something. I will film something in my hotel room. I just don't know what yet. Oh, stretch. I tell you what it is. It's because this is the time when I'm supposed to be asleep, but I had a nap in the middle of the day, so I don't know what's going on here. Gonna stream for the Bears. Well, no offense, Panafox, but you're not the only person watching. You know, when I stream on Growler, you know, I get you and other people occasionally join, and it's nice. It's nice, especially when I've got nothing to say, and I won't really have anything to say anyway. So doing a live stream in my hotel room on here on YouTube will be kind of a bit pointless if nobody's here to talk to, you know. Plus, you're not here all the time. Sometimes you're driving or doing something else. Anyway, there we wubs. I'm gonna go find something to put in this. Ugh, I can't even have cheese and pickle sandwiches. Belly sleep. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and there will be more brainstorming. So, you know, look at the ticker. But yeah. Nope, I think that's it. I think that's everything that I got to say right now. But yeah. My medication. I have not had my medication yet. That's why I feel a bit off. Jesus. Bye, guys.